what's up, everyone? Welcome to Tease Time. I'm Tamar Johnson, also known as T or TJ, thus the name Tease Time. I wanted to sit down and do an actual intro video to the channel. I've been tracking the progress of the ultimate off-grid van build for the last year and a half. And that's what we're sitting in right now. This is Percy the van, my no-limit soldier, very versatile. Everything from off-grid van build to a track car puller to who knows, one day maybe off-grid experience rental. But we're going to get into the whys and the who am I's. And then also at the end of this video, I have a giveaway of an inverter, 1500 watt pure shine inverter. We're going to give that away. It'll cost you nothing but your time. But before we get into all that greatness, I want to say and wish everyone a happy new year. Going from 2020 to 2021, nothing but good health and best wishes, happiness, joy, all that good stuff in 2021 and beyond. Nothing but the ups. Stay away from those lowers, those downs. But we're gonna get into the who I am. I'm Tamar Johnson. I'm originally from upstate New York. By way of let's start it off from the beginning. Upstate New York originally, to Georgia, to New York, to Georgia, to New York, to Texas, back to New York. So as you could tell, or I don't know if you'd be able to tell by that, but like I moved around a lot younger on in my youth, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because it taught me how to survive, how to adapt, and for a long time I've been in survival mode, if you will, you know, keeping up the Joneses, paying bills, a fear of seeing those bottoms that I did everything in my power to avoid seeing those bottoms. I've experienced everything from let's just say homelessness. I've seen a few shelters here and there. You know, it wasn't all bad, you know, just life lessons. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and dwell on that. It made me the special person who I am today. But also, I know how to adapt, so I'm trying something new. I'm tired of this living in the sticks and stones, the keeping up the Joneses, tying your shoes for the rat race, all that stuff. And I wanted a change, and if anything, above all, I wanted control of my time. When you're in survival mode, it costs you a lot because you put the dollar over things that probably, or not probably, but things that matter more than a dollar. But as long as you have taxes, you're always going to need money and blah, blah, blah. But I'm just doing everything in my power to give myself, let's say, options, you know, and just give the van build in my imagination, in my creativity, room to breathe, you know, because I've always put that stuff towards the back burner. Is always the one to just kind of let me take care of my business. And that was above everything, but you lose. There's a cost. Things cost. So I lost out a little bit. I wouldn't say I lost out. I would just say I've learned. There's no losses, especially for me. When I pick up, I learn quick. So I've had a lot of life lessons. You know, I've learned a lot. You know, there's also a lot of wins in there. Very good experience. Have love, you know, and it's important. But the van, you know, I was at a point in time in my life where I didn't really have, let's say, like responsibilities where my actions would affect somebody else's. So I guess took the opportunity to let the dream chase begin. And I like a crazy idea, like what if I wasn't paying rent? You know, like paying rent, you're paying for somebody's mortgage. You know, like I'm all for, like, if you want to own something, pay towards something. But like I said, there's always taxes. You always need monies. But I got tired of making somebody else rich, and I was like, oh, let me try something new. You know, home ownership is still, you know, in my thought process. It's in the row. It's in the plan of action of things to do that I need to do, that I want to do. So I'm not gonna say this is it for me, you know, but I'm gonna give it a chance. I like to see things for myself. I was always a seeing is believing person. Even growing up, you know, like I just couldn't just take because I said so. You know, I usually would need like explanation, or I need to like actually like see for myself. I'm hands on. And an example of that is when I was younger. You know, like, oh, you can't fly. I was like, let me see if I can actually fly. So I decided to jump off of the couch. I couldn't fly. I hit my head. I still have like a little indent in my forehead from that coffee table that I smashed into. But I learned a lesson that day. I can't fly. So let me not do that again. But I've always been like outside the box. I've always liked to be creative, and like my head's always been in the clouds, daydreaming. And I've always been into like creating and building stuff, everything from Legos to erector sets to RC cars, and then finally to like when I could drive. And that's kind of where it gets into like the dreams of when I was growing up. I wanted to be a stunt double, jumping off of buildings and driving fast, popping wheelies, stuff like that. Like, I don't know how many other kids probably had dreams like that, but I don't know about the jumping off of the buildings part anymore. But like, I definitely have the automotive is in me. I have a background in automotive. I've been working and turning wrenches on stuff for a good, that's been that long? Probably over 15 years of just like random stuff, everything, cars, motorcycles, pulling engines, head gaskets, some electrical stuff, woodworking in high school. In high school I had a lot of tech classes, auto, from woodworking, AutoCAD, and then I proceeded into college. I was going to school for automotive, you know, but like my living situation at the time, and I just didn't really think that it aligned too well for me. Like, I like working on stuff, but at the time, like, I was just playing a game of catch up. So I was just like, I need to get out of this. And I had a friend, he started driving commercial vehicles, you know, and I've always been able to drive, again, to the dream of the track car. But I've always been able to like drive, and only it would take like a month of school for that, versus I still had like a year and a half of school for automotive. So I was like, oh, let me stop. You know, like, I'll get my CDL. I'll drive commercial vehicles, which I do now. I'll say my main job, I chase happiness full time. And then I drive commercial vehicles, some investment stuff. But for the most part, like, I just needed uh, bill money. I had bills, and I just didn't really see at the time like it was a feasible thing for me to kind of proceed the extra year and a half where I could go to school for like a month for commercial driving and make more than if I finished school, especially like if I was working in somebody else's shop. So I've been driving since then. I currently still drive, you know, but like everything that I do now is by choice. And that's kind of like with this is a choice. Creating options for myself, you know, and like my situation right now, everything, even like work for somebody, even I'm trying to gain control of my time. My work situation is actually pretty nice. Like, I shouldn't complain, you know, like I definitely shouldn't complain. Like everything, like I have a choice to everything. There's not really a need, a necessity thing in my head, or the things I have set up right now where I need to stop focusing so much on survival mode. It's still there. You know, we have tools. Like, I built walls around me being in survival mode. But I wouldn't say that's a bad thing. I would just say that I'm working on building doors in these walls. So everything that I've picked up and learned over my childhood to adulthood, all these life lessons and everything, is just kind of learning how to use the tools that you have. And there's a certain time and place for these tools. Just like when I'm building something, I need to treat life just like that. You don't have a hammer to try to screw in a screw, or I don't know, a hammer to take off a drain plug off an oil pan. So you have tools. You know, you have your go-to tools, and then you have your last resort tools. So I'm trying to have last resort being the survival mode, and my first go-to tools are the joy, the happiness, living life, giving myself options, and not having that pressure of I have to do anything. You know, like I have a choice. Everything I'm doing right now, even working for somebody else, for things to align how I want them to align. It's a tool. Like I need to keep the job for now to kind of get myself to certain places, and living in a van, you know, whether that's temporary or it'll be a full time, you know, it's a choice. You know, it's an option. Like I don't have to be stuck with the van, but I'm gonna give my dreams, my imagination, my creativity a chance to breathe. And that's what I'm doing with this. I'm creating the van. So we're getting to the dream chase. So hopefully one day down the road, you guys will see a track car build. That's what you'll see on the channel. But like for right now, my main focus, the focal point of the channel is the off-grid van build right now. This has been taking up a majority of all my free time. You know, I usually work throughout the week. And then on the weekends, I've been working on this from time to time. So you'll see everything. I have solar panels, there's AC, there's heat, full electricity, running water, all the amenities that you have in a house or an apartment. You know, it is just, I think it'll be, it's a good idea, you know, like I'm a hands-on, I'm going to learn as I go. Like I don't know all the answers to this. It's just something I'm going to figure out. I've always been good at figuring stuff out, so I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to figure out life. You know, I'm making things work. The only thing that's holding me up is just working on my patience. You know, like I can see everything's falling into place how it should. I can already see down the road, like that light. You know, I'm walking towards it, and it's not like one of those holding on to tomorrow lights. It's like I actually like see it, I feel it, like it's a good thing. You know, and I'm just kind of just taking this time, especially like 2020. You know, quarantine, you know, like it's a horrible time, a lot of loss, a lot of death, but at the same time, in the same breath, you know, like I guess you got to take the opportunity to focus on you making yourself a better person for yourself, and then for the people around you. You could do a better job looking out for your loved ones when you take care of yourself, you know. And that's part of my character anyway, is I like seeing people do good things, greatness. You know, like I'll sacrifice my own like joy for others, you know, those memories. Whew. But we're pushing 2021 and beyond. We're chasing dreams, we're making stuff happen. But what you can expect from me in this channel, I build things. So I'm gonna let people view my creativity, my creative side, the side that has distracted me. Ooh. And like makes my mind slow down. You know, like everything from drawing. Like I haven't drawn in a long time, but the drawing, even like I'm wrenching and building and creating stuff, it slows my mind down. You know, like you start to worry and think about the past. Whoa, 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 whoa. All that craziness. Gotta sit back, those memories. We're not worrying about the past. We passed that, right? We passed that test. Now it's the future, you know, and just kind of nothing but greatness. Life lessons, those are done. But, you know, like I just, without the creativity side, who knows where I would be. Like this has probably kept me out of like a lot of trouble, you know, because like I occupy my time. Either I'm working like 2-3 jobs, you know, or I'm building something. So that like that kept me away from a lot. So yeah, I'm gonna keep on building. Building, growing, you know, making stuff happen. But I just wanted to say what's up. Welcome to Percy the Van. Welcome to Tomorrow's Time, T's Time. Yeah, I'm gonna let you view the dream chase, my creativity. I'm gonna let you see like the progress of this. I've been recording for technical difficulties. We're back to our originally scheduled program, but I've been tracking the progress for the last year and a half of the van build. A lot of stuff is going to be not actual time, but like time lapse. You know, I do explain some stuff, but like you're gonna actually see like hours and hours, like 4 hours compressed down to like 16 minutes. Try to keep stuff like not too long. I'm not sure how like people's attention span, you know, how long you could sit in front of a screen for, but like I tried to keep everything like around 15 minutes. Nothing too crazy, but there's a lot of time lapse. The first video that's going to come up after this is going to be a time lapse of the demo. You know, the only thing that I didn't really cover was the installation of the solar panels on the roof. I have 6 300-watt solar panels. They're on the roof. It's enough power to run the AC when the sun is up without touching the batteries, but we're going to get into all that stuff in a later video. I just wanted to kind of explain to you what you're watching, who you're watching. You know, I'm very creative. You know, just letting the imagination and the dreams, the creativity, give it a chance to like breathe and work on focusing on that more. But for the giveaway, we have a 1500-watt pure shine inverter by Go Power. This is what we have here. This right here. And to show you that it works, I have it hooked up. We're going to turn it on. We're going to plug in a drill. So that works. That's free. That costs you nothing but your free time. Kind of going with the theme of things. Free time, control of your time, so you could choose what to do with your time. But this costs $0. All it takes, go over to my website, teastime.com. Go to contacts and right in the description, Go Power, and then what you need to guess on, this is the key. How many videos will it take to the next time you see me wearing this hat? Tease Time. Those are available on the site, and like I said before, you don't have to buy anything. If you're there, you're looking around, you buy something cool. If not, you got freedom of choice. But go to the site and you have to guess how many videos it takes for me to actually get caught up. I'm gonna play a video every single day until I'm caught up. And the next time you see me wearing this hat, that is the video, and that's the guess, that's the marker. So you're gonna see me working on the Ford Ranger. That video does not count. So do not count the video of the Ford Ranger. There's one video I have in there doing radius arms. Do not count that video. Just everything that's focused on the van. And this video does not count towards the count. So don't count this video in the count. So all you got to do is just, like, pro tip, if I were you, I would just like, subscribe, hit the bell, so that way you get updates and kind of just track. And where I left off last, to kind of give you, like, I'm gonna give you a couple hints. I was working on the wall paneling. I'm gonna do like a quick little spin. I don't want to ruin too much, but that's what I was working on last before I left off, before I did this video, and I wasn't wearing a hat when I started doing that. The wall paneling, the vinyl board. I was not wearing the hat. So you're supposed to just look out. If you see this logo, whether I'm wearing a t-shirt, wearing this hat, just guess how many videos it took me to get to that point. Like, I wouldn't guess now. I would just like, subscribe, hit the bell, and just kind of keep track of the progress and kind of see, like, oh, he's getting closer, he's doing the walls. That's when you need to really start paying attention. All you gotta do is guess right. I'm gonna pick the first, let's say the first, I don't know, random number, 35 people that guess the number correctly. I'm going to take all those names, I'm going to put it into a hat. But just go over to teastime.com, go to contacts, put Go Power, and your guess in the subject line, your number guess of however many you think is going to be in the subject line, and just kind of a location, or like a state or something to kind of just help to kind of keep stuff separate. And just send your contact, your submit form. Just hit submit, and that's all it really takes. So teestime.com, go to contacts, in the subject, in the header, go power, followed by your number, guess, and please only enter one time. Don't sit there just going non-stop, like one entry per person, please. And that will be the easiest way for me to track it, so that way I have timestamps. I can see the numbers as they come in versus I have to actually like click on the link and read through. If it's in the subject, in the header, I can see the number and know what it's about. And if you have any other questions or contact information, just put, you know, it's not just limited to the guest. Like, if you have any questions about the site, or I don't know if I can help you build stuff, you know, like, I don't mind giving you information. Let me help you. Help me help you. So, you know, and critique the channel. But like I said, free inverter, Tees Time, that's with 3 E's, teestime.com. Go to contacts, go power, your guess, your number guess, your name, and just like your state, or, you know, like I'm upstate New York, so just New York, you know, and that'll just make life a lot easier, you know, for me to kind of go through. And then on the video, when we're actually like, we're caught up, and I have everything edited so far from this last year and a half, so everything is done. All I have to do is upload. So everything's been edited, it's ready to go. I'm not going to try to waste people's time, so every single day until I'm caught up. And then once I'm caught up, mind you, I work on the weekends. I work on the van on the weekends. So here's a hint. It's going to be more than 2 weeks, less than 2 months worth of videos to catch up to where I'm at right now. And like shipping, like it costs you nothing to win this. It's just as simple as just going to my website and guessing a number, and like I'll pay shipping and everything to you. It works. I'll provide a tracking number. All I'm asking is for time, your free time. You know, like right now, that's very important to me right now. So choose wisely. But I think that's probably, I think we covered everything we needed to cover. So thank you for checking me out, and thank you for actually watching to the end of this video. If you watch to the end of the video, you're important. Don't take crumbs. You guys are worth everything, nothing less. Don't give yourself crumbs, and don't take crumbs from people. But until the next one, peace. TJ.